Ladies and gentlemen, the gameplay you all have been waiting for your whole entire lives. What is going on? Wolfpack Savage here. In today's video, we'll be breaking down and analyzing a random trios gameplay. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 1,500 likes. And as always, if you're tired of playing by yourself or with randoms, make sure you join our Discord community and utilize the looking for groups pages to your advantage to go out there and get some wins. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, spectating. We'll wait. Hey, all right. Wow, trios gameplay. Now look, this is the reason why I made the Discord, because you guys spawn in with randoms. He just backed out. Don't blame you. You spawn in with randoms. They die one time, and instead of sticking through it and playing the entire match out, they back out because they're low life scum, right? So if you were trying to find teammates that actually stay in the game and want to build with and play an entire match with, use our Discord community. We've got 13,000 players in there that are finding teammates that they play on a day-to-day basis, and they get a lot of wins. It doesn't do anything for me. I just wanted to bring the entire community together so y'all don't have to deal with shit like this, because trust me, I've been there. It sucks. But anyway, here we are spectating Parker. Oh, and the link to the Discord will be in the description below and in the comments. But here we are spectating Parker, and he is super separated from his teammate, I believe. Not too bad. Not too bad, but they do have the loadout, so I'm not really sure why Parker's still in this position. Now, I'm definitely not against people going off on their own and looting different areas, especially somewhere on the outskirts like this. Most of the time, you won't have to worry about being 1v3 because very few people land in areas like this right here. But regardless of that fact, the loadout drop is on the ground. The plate box is on the ground. We should already be over there picking up our shit right now. The moment that your teammates called that in, whether you have comms with them or not, you definitely should have been over there to get it, because again, this is just wasted time. Your teammates are sitting here waiting for you at this point. Now, once they have their loadout, what do? Go and fight, duh, right? Now, there was a comment in one of my videos a few videos ago that was like, you know, we don't all want to play super aggressive savage. Some of us want to play passive, and that's why I kind of want to give you guys both the best of both worlds in each video. I'll tell you guys, if you want to play passive, this is how you go. If you want to play aggressive, this is how you go. So I'll try to highlight both aspects for both types of players. But looking at the map right now, it's going to be a promenade / boneyard ending, most likely boneyard. But if we're going on a passive standpoint, there's no hurt to play in this area. The only issue I have with playing slow is eventually we're going to have to get into a hot area. And again, from a passive standpoint, this is probably a spot you don't really want to be at. If you want to be a passive player, if you want to play really passive and stay away from fights, keep high grounds, things like that, you want to approach the downtown area or any of this area from the bottom, because there's not going to be many people over here by park. Definitely not what I recommend doing, but definitely an option if you're trying to go for passive gameplay. Now, as far as aggressive gameplay, I mean, this should be very self-explanatory. In all honesty, I despise downtown, but it's not a bad spot to fight. It's just personal preference. What I would rather do is drive this beautiful Bertha all the way over here and start screwing around airport, factory, superstore, storage town, boneyard. That's going to be the main clustered areas that all the players are going to be at. And again, I do love the fact that they added trenches and a bunch of other obstacles to provide a little bit of cover around Stadium. Now, this is a major reason why I used to hate Stadium back before the update change, was because it was wide open. So I love the fact they clustered most of the openness with cover. All right, but here we are, and this is another way to play passive. Just go to downtown and sit on a rooftop. That's basically a given. But again, going back to positioning, even if you're on a passive standpoint, you're going to have to leave downtown in the next, let's say, 5 minutes. So you're gonna be sitting on a rooftop for 5 minutes, and you're eventually gonna have to go through hostile and probably get gate kept. Although the use of the trophy system definitely identifies the fact they'll probably be driving this Bertha around until someone blows it up. And look, if you want to sit on buildings, that's all fine and dandy, right? But at least have a sniper or something so you start taking shots at some players. Don't be sitting up there with a setup like this, not being able to do much from the top of the building, because you're just basically hindering your own ability to become a better player. You need to practice shooting people. Oh, he does have a sniper, I stand corrected. But regardless, you need to practice shooting people. Make sure if you are going to be posted up on a building, you try to use that time to your advantage and practice your sniping, practice leading at a distance, practice leading with a rifle, things like that. Look at this poor bastard. Whoa. Okay, as far as the enemy's concerned right here, he should know. He probably does know if he's paying attention, but he should know that there are bullets coming from behind him just based on hearing shit, right? Use your headset, use your speakers, whatever. Turn your volume on. But he should hear it. He should be diverting from the person he's shooting at to us. But I think he's pretty much oblivious right now. All right, here we are taking shots at the helicopter. Now you notice the guy was changing seats mostly so he's not beamed out of the sky. For you veteran players, you already aware of that. For newer players, that's why you see people move around. So while you're flying as a passenger, if you're by yourself in the chopper, there's just two of you guys, just keep changing seats. Makes it a little bit harder for the enemies to shoot you out. But unfortunately, this is a part of Warzone. One of the major things I was kind of hoping with the map change would be like a destruction of downtown, because it's just such a slow place to fight. Even the most aggressive players, and there are a lot of people that love fighting downtown, but even the most aggressive players, it takes just too damn long to fight these fights. Also, an interesting fact, we're down to 59 players left in the first 6 minutes of the game. Not really sure what the hell's happening right now. We have no pings going on right now. We've got enemies under orange. I believe there's got to be someone under us. I'm not sure exactly why orange decided to fly down and put himself in this position. Maybe to go get his loadout drop. Not really sure. But Bayer's able to actually go in there and get a kill. The first kill that we've spectated from the squad this entire game. Weird. And this will be a passive game. I'm going to go ahead and assume, at least while we're spectating the squad. Usually towards the middle or the end of the game, we'll probably get some sweaty sweats and see some aggressive gameplay. But this right here is kind of playing the edge, sticking together, trophy system on the vehicle. And this is just kind of what we got. So as you guys can see again, just like we said before, you're going to have to rotate through Hospital and East Promenade, which isn't a huge deal because of the player count right now, to be honest. But I would damn well almost bet that there's going to be someone in this area, either on the hill or the Promenade buildings, or even sitting in this little gas station by Hospital, probably camping. In fact, you'll probably have someone sitting on top of Hospital until they're forced out, and you can tell that's already happening because of the helicopter. But we need to move, so we're sitting in the back of the vehicle right now in the middle of downtown, like no one's shooting at us yet. But again, rooftops are prominent. People love sitting up high. Savage, you always tell us to get the high ground. Stop yelling at us. I know, to get the high ground for positioning and fighting, not just sit up there and play with things. Like, come on, man. Start moving around. Even if you want to be passive, there's no reason you should ever be posted up on a rooftop for an extended period of time. Unless it's the rooftop that's in the safe zone and you know it's going to be a hot spot to get a lot of kills, and you also know that rooftop may be favored in upcoming circles as well. There are very rare situations that you'll ever catch me on a rooftop, but if it's a really good position for the rest of the game, then I might. Probably not, but I might. We got a team. We actually got three teams now. We have one behind us shooting at us with a vehicle to the right-hand side, and we were getting shot from the left-hand side. So right now we are being fourth partied. Actually, a vehicle I think is glitched for sure. Driving by, heart beating, nothing's there. Oh my God, there's a vehicle perfectly still. Let's throw our molly and miss it completely. I love the reaction time. We got a guy on the rooftop right there, still getting shot from across the ravine in 61. Finally, a ping. Let's go. Not live, but he tried, so I'll give him that. Parker's in desperate need of plays. JK plating up right now. Now let's see what they're doing. But just like we were saying with passive plays, you want to play the edge of the map into the best of your ability, and that's what they're doing. These guys are definitely professional passive players, and don't get it twisted, guys. You know, a lot of aggressive players will play passive at times. I play passive a lot as well. It is a good strategy, but this here's boring. Look at this man. Look at him right now. Does he look like he's having a blast? The spray paint doesn't even work. This is what Call of Duty's come to, boys. This is it. All right, and again, the only guy with a kill is the one spray painting a wall right now. Now look, this is one of the reasons why in the videos I try to get you guys out of your comfort zone. Go out there and fight, play aggressive. Don't even worry about winning for a week or two. Just practice gunplay. Because again, this is not fun for anyone. It's not fun for us to watch. It's not fun for us to play. And it's really not fun for the rest of the server because there's other people out there wanting to get in fights too. We're not even going to talk about the fact they have enough money for a UAV, because we know damn well if they get a UAV, they'll just call it in and not chase anybody down. So it's going to be, for those of you guys wanting a passive gameplay video, this is going to be great. For those of you wanting an aggressive video, we'll have some fun trolling. All right, here we are. Slide canceling through here for no reason at all. Homeboys dropped the money. We're going to the buy station, get a UAV. I'm going to go ahead and don't tell me. They probably bought a precision strike. Oh my God, they bought a UAV. No chance. I would have bet money that they bought a precision strike. Oh, I would have bet money. Now, look, again, from a passive standpoint, you want to, the whole idea for playing passive isn't to hide from fights. That's not what passive means. You want to maintain visual on everything around you, so you're making sure no one's pushing you from behind. I don't know what he's doing. He's just slide canceling, sprinting around. It kind of looks like he's scanning the air, but he's not. We haven't even looked down the left side of the ridge. We haven't looked down our back side of the ridge. We haven't looked down the right side of the ridge. We're just kind of going from cover to cover, going back to the ping, leaving the ping, going back. Not really sure exactly what the hell's happening at all. And again, we know there's a team in the compound right in front of us. At least, yeah, there's the vehicle still there. So we know that there's someone somewhere in this area. So we could go fight them. We have a UAV. Why not? Again, you can play passive, but never be afraid to fight. Worst case scenario is you have to restart the game and go again. That's the beauty in video games. It's not real life. You can have multiple times, I promise. All right, finally a live ping. And I get it, right? You want a live ping, practice live pings. But dude, if you're not going to fight them, stop it. Stop. There's no... Okay, whoa, we got a sniper shot. Let's go investigate the sniper real quick. This is the guy we're spectating at the beginning of the match with the HDR. Ooh. It's kind of a dangerous area too. You do not want to be contesting these windows, doorways, and buildings while you're sitting on top of some storage containers. Not really a smart idea. Not good cover. If any of these guys in here are cracked, or anyone in Promenade West is cracked, or at least half decent with a sniper shot, they're going to carnage you in the face fast as you can say, oh daddy. All right, UAV's been called out. We've got an enemy right there. They've got the ping. Let's see what they do on this. Now this is a perfect example of people freezing up again. It's not passive gameplay sitting still. This is just playing scared. Passive gameplay would be looking at the circle and be like, okay, where do I want to go? We can go gatekeep the guys coming from Boneyard right now by sitting, you know, in this warehouse, and then you can just passively sit there, wait for people to come to you, and then take them out. You definitely want to get out there and fight, guys. We got a trio right there. We got a solo right there. Live ping now. We just wasted $4,000 to tell us information that is useless. It would be useful if we went and fought them, but now it is completely useless, and the UAV is gone. And just like that, boom, literally flushing your money down the Call of Duty toilet. Again, you know, I want you to notice too, like, we're holding this position and no one's looked to the east side yet. No one. Remember, there were guys shooting at us from over here. They saw us drive this way. Not to mention there were two teams sitting in this area too. They're probably going to be joining us over here or coming to this position. We're on the edge of the map. Basically, it's not the edge of the circle, but it's basically the edge of the circle because this is what's inbounds. So it's a pretty decent spot some players would want to get to. 25 enemies remain right now, and we're still just kind of praying someone runs into our crosshair. And again, say what you guys want. If you want to have the most kills, if you want to have the most wins, if you don't even give a shit, you just want to have fun. A lot of people are like, Savage, just let them play how they want to play, man. Nobody wants to play like this. This is a perfect example of just not knowing what to do. These guys have no idea what to do. They're just moving their thumbsticks right now and or the ASD keys. And I don't get it. It blows my mind. Here we are going back in a building, getting loot we don't even need. We're basically maxed on ammunition. We've got plates. We've got a gas mask. We've got plate box. Here's a good decision. Blue's going to go ahead and jump on the train. Ladies and gentlemen, the gameplay you all have been waiting for your whole entire lives. Some people said, Savage, you can't capture the most active gameplay ever. Here it is. The best player we've ever spectated in the history of the world, laying prone in a storage container. Now, I don't know why he's looking at the train right now. Savage is looking in case there's an enemy on there. Oh, what plot twist. Blue had already looked at it. So if he didn't shoot, if he didn't ping, there's a 9 out of 10 chance there's no one on that train. And back to the storage container like the goat that he is. All right, so we have Diamond. Diamond's the only one who's kind of left that area. You know, maybe I'm just too ADD. Maybe I'm just too ADD for video games, and I don't play like this. Because again, here's the position that we put ourselves in playing this slow. Because a lot of you guys watching are thinking I'm mean, whatever the hell it is. The problem with this right here is when it gets to an in-game situation and it's a 3v3/3v6, what's going to happen? We're going to get destroyed because we have no idea how to shoot the enemy. And I'm gonna imagine these guys aren't that accurate with their gunplay. We've seen them snipe, and that's kind of it. I don't think they've wasted 3 magazines between all 3 of these players. No way. This is crazy, guys. I'm telling you right now, if you guys play like this, you might think it's doing you good. You might win a couple games. It's definitely possible to win games with very little kills, for sure. And winning is the objective of the game. But again, Warzone's on its way out. The next BR will be coming soon, whether it's from Call of Duty, whether it's from another company, doesn't matter. So stop worrying so much about your wins and your stats. Get out there and practice. Destroy your KD. Fuck your KD, bro. You've got a 0.5 KD and you're trying to get to a 1, and you're still struggling with gunfights. Screw the KD. Start hunting down and getting in fights, and let it tank. That way when the next game comes out, you're already ahead of the curve. Stop falling into things like this. We have literally gotten 1 kill the entire game, and we're down to 16 enemies left. Let's go back to our dude Buyer real quick, who is holding down that generator like it's no one's business. And those of you saying Savage is taking a no, he's not. See, he's there. He's ADS. The man's ready. I wish I could talk to them. I would love to interview them right now. I would love to. So right now, with everyone playing how they're playing, Orange watching Promenade, your boy watching the generator, and him watching the trees, what's going to happen when a team does push from over here? They're going to destroy us. They're going to pick us off 1 by 1 by 1. And even if they don't, even if we're clustered together, they're going to pick us all off at the same time. You know, so maybe a lot of these gamers do need to develop some sort of ADHD when it comes to gaming, because again, you want to stay mobile. You don't ever want to freeze up in a position like this, ever. Or if you do, at least look around, right? We haven't even checked over here at this area. We haven't even tried to peep or over here. We've been focused on this area and this area, and that's it. That is it. Still zooming in on the same exact buildings, not checking the east hand side right now. We've got a cluster strike. We've got, that's it, 2 plate boxes and a cluster strike. And there is Diamond now. Buyer finally active. Diamond saying, I got this right here. All right, so now we're in a situation where we need to move in. We're really not in a bad spot. But again, there was that team that was here. We don't know if they still are because we really weren't looking. But they need to be careful in this position. The spot they want to be is definitely where they're pinging at, but again, the problem's going to be they're going to have to run past all of this. There may be a team here, maybe a team here, and all of these guys will already be on the rooftop because again, we called the UAV and we saw a team sitting in orange ping. Oh, weird, right? Who would have thought? I don't know what we're heartbeating right now. Heartbeat won't reach those buildings despite what you guys may believe. The heartbeat sensor does not have infinite range. When you get out of this area, we're sitting on a hilltop. We're letting the circle collapse in on us, which means other people will be gatekeeping / rotating in, and we could get caught out in the open. Not sure what the hell's going on at all. Don't worry about the guy buying at the buy station. You guys can do multiple things. You could go there, go here, grab this building, and gatekeep these guys. Right, here we are pushing the building. Finally, we spot 1 guy on the bottom. Solo Dolo goes down, so there is another squad here because remember, he just bought his teammate back, unless he just happened to die, which is possible with this. Blue has no idea what he's looking for. Parker's a little bit more aware right now, pinging enemies for us, rotating out the left-hand side. Finally, Blue taking shots on the enemy as well. Thank God for the ping, alerting his teammate. Now, here we are spraying and praying. I don't see the enemy. He did break the armor, but only because your boy next to us actually connected with the HDR shot. He had no idea what he's looking at. He was just spraying. This is another habit you guys need to fall out of. If the enemy is not in your reticle, if he's not in your crosshair, do not shoot. You're wasting ammo. You're wasting time. And you might be like, Savage, I got 240 rounds of ammunition, you bitch. Yeah, but what happens if you have to pop a reload because his homeboys come up behind you? You need to clap in the back of the skull. Stop doing that. And here we are, heart beating again, heart right in the open, heart behind the building. We're spinning in a circle with the heartbeat sensor. Our teammates in the fight right now. And here we are still holding the background and aiming at absolutely nothing. Not a good spot to gatekeep, even if there is an enemy in there, which there may be. This is a bad spot because we know there's an enemy over to our left-hand side that Blue's fighting. If he window peeks us with a Con 98, we're going to die. And we have Promenade buildings behind us as well to our left-hand side. Now, I may be wrong, but I'm going to go off a limb and say when these guys get into a fight because it's in-game, we're going to get absolutely destroyed with our lack of gunplay. And I'm not slaying anybody, but again, how do you develop gunplay? By fighting people. Weird. Dude, the dude just snuck the buy. No idea where he went. Here we are, heart beating. We got one enemy behind us. We got an enemy. We have an enemy on the right hand side. We do have a big Bertha in front of us. And again, I do believe the heartbeat had picked up somebody else who was laying prone somewhere around us, or not. Again, blue's in a fight right now. We got cluster strikes coming in from the northwest side. We got to maintain cover. Here we are rotating to the left hand side. Not a bad decision. We have a ridge. We have a good high ground, but we need to get visual on the enemies. We have a big Bertha driving around to distract us. It would not be a terrible idea to get shots on it when it comes to us. Never mind, it just went out of bounds and got deactivated. All right, follow the tracers. There he is, following the tracer spots one enemy, gets the shots off, breaks his armor, and then instantly the enemy ducks back, but we continue to spray and pray. Again, something to get out of the habit of doing. Before we played it up, we need to work together in this aspect right here. The enemies are spread out. The enemies are holding a very good angle on us. You got enemies on the left-hand side, enemy on the right-hand side. No idea where the third teammate is. Doesn't matter. Orange goes down, but he does have a self-res. Spectating Diamond now. We've got one guy who's on ground level, probably behind the boxes. Don't heartbeat out in the open. There's a guy on the left-hand side. Easy beams if we can hit. We finally get the knock, but his teammate's right there. Buyer coming in to give us a little bit of help, finally shooting his weapon. Buyer goes down, buddy hopping, Rabbit coming out, and somehow this team that has played absolutely passive somehow we're able to come out and win the game. Now, in my defense, I did say I think they're not going to be able to get kills. They somehow were able to. The enemies held us to a really good gatekeep. We had to move out of our ridge into the open street, and they had a guy to the left, to the right, and in the middle. They had all the angles covered, but for some reason, they allowed us to push across that street, down behind the buildings, and make an even playing field. If you're in the enemy's position, you need to hold that hard and make sure that we do not get across the open without you blowing us away. But again, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on the video, follow us over on Twitch, and as always, you have a good one, and good luck in Warzone.